Hari Om.
Not working.
Charan.
Charge.
Charan. Vakya Vritti. Charan. Sargasthiti pralaya hetum. Tachintya saktim. Vishweswaram vidita vishwam. Anantamurtim. Nirmukta bandhanam. Para sukhamburasim. Sri Vallabham. Vimal bodhadana. Namami. Yasya prasadat ahmeva Vishnu. Mayeva sarvam parikalpitam cha. Itham vijanami sadatma rupam. Tasyangri padmam pranatosmi nityam. Verse 13, 1-3. Rupadi manyata pinda tato natma ghatadivat yadadi mahabhuta vikara tvacha kumbhavat. Verse 14. Shishya vacha anatma yadi pindoyam ukta hetu balanmata paramalaka bat sakhyad atmanam pradipadaya. Hari Om. We are studying Vakya Vritti. It's a preparatory text by Adi Shankaracharya. This text deals with the analysis of the great sentence called Mahavakya, Tattvamasi. So Tattvamasi has got 3 words. These 3 words are Tat, Tvam, Asi. That thou art. Now the Acharya is explaining with logic, with analysis, the meaning of each word. What is Tat? What is Tvam? What is Asi? So after the Guru Sishya Samvada, finally he started with verse number 11, the meaning of the words Tvam-pada. So meaning of the word Tvam-pada is being explained from verse 11 to 26. And we are on verse 13. The last class we have seen this verse number 12, where it has been told by the teacher that this give up this intellectual misconception that the self, I myself, is the body. That means do not identify with the body. Always think, what are you? What are you? Who am I? Think again and again. And finally, come to understand and know that eternal bliss is that you are. That Satchit Ananda that you are. Not this physical body, mind, intellect. So, we have seen in many texts also, proven by logic, that this physical body is not me. Because we are doing Tvam-pada. Tvam-pada means you, that pada you. That you is being explained. You is the Jivatma. What are you? Because we always think that I am this body, mind, intellect. I am this physical body. I am doing this, I am doing that. All that is being explained here that you are not this body, you are somebody else. So you have to practice that. I am not this body, I am not this body. 100 times you keep on saying everything. So that sometimes you will be able to experience that self yourself. So there was a logic. Now, in sloka 13, what he's saying is why? In Shastras, we have logic. Logic is why, how you prove, what is the pramana, what is the cause, and how you prove it. All that I'll tell you later. Like, so Shastra has got different way of proving the every fact, that whatever you tell, it has to be by pramana. Pramana means a valid means of knowledge. Okay. So in here it's saying the body is not self. Why? Because of three regions. That it is a pinda. A pinda means what? It is a material entity. It is like the pot that you see, the earthen pot, the clay pot that you see. It is like that only. So, and also it is made of the matter. The pot, the body is made of all these 5 elements. Just like the space, it is also made of 5 elements. Here also it is made of 5 elements. So you cannot tell that mind, your Atma or yourself is this. And it undergoes a Pancha Vikara also, Sada Vikara. All these 6 modifications is also undergoes. So you cannot say that Atma is like that, I am like that. So these are the logics what are being used by the Guru to prove that body is not me, body is not myself, body is not Atma. One was because of the, it is because of undergoing the changes, the vikaras, the modifications, 6 vikaras, because of it is made of materials, because it is also undergoes cause and effect, and also because it is having gunas, it is having some properties, and the properties also keep changing. So all these reasonings were given to understand what is the why logically to prove that this body is not made of, the body is made of matter, and I am not the matter, I am the Atma. So in the verse 14, the Shishya is asking, Shishya Vacha, what is asking? Anatma yadi pindoyam ukta hetu balan bataha karamalaka bat sakshat atmanam pratipadaya. So the Shishya is asking question to Guru that anatma yadi pindoyam, pinda ayam. The pinda is the gross body. Anatma is not self. If this gross body is anatma, and you have proved it with giving many regions, the 3, 4, 5 regions that I gave you, because with the reasonings, the strength of the arguments, you say the body is anatma. And very good, you have the strength of the arguments are there, and you have established that anatma is the body, the anatma. Now, you are saying that you are atma and the body is anatma. Now you prove to me how I can perceive that atma directly myself. Myself, like I can hold something, I can hold a fruit in my hand and say, oh, this is my fruit. Then like that, directly I can perceive this atma myself. Sakshat atmanam pratipada. You explain to me, so how can I directly perceive that atma? Okay. Kara malakabat. Kara amalakabat. Kara is the ram, and amalaka is the small fruit, the amla fruit. So you keep a fruit, a small amla fruit in the hand and close your fist. But you know that even though it's not visible, you know that it is there. Like that, can I have that direct experience of that Atma, that Atma? This you explain to me, how I can have the direct experience. If by the strength of the arguments, the gross body is considered not self, please explain to me exhaustively and directly to indicate that self is what is the self, how can I know, how can I experience, that you explain to me clearly as I hold a fruit in my hand, as I hold the amla fruit in my hand. This amla fruit is a very classical example given in the Shastras when they want to have the direct experience. So the student, he understood so far whatever the teacher has said. Then he says, he requests the teacher that you have already given me enough knowledge. I know something about the physical body, the anatma body. It's insensate. It has no life force. It is made of elements. All that I know now. And you say, I am the Atma, and I am the Chaitanya, I am the consciousness. And you say that Atma is different and Anatma is different. That's okay, I understand. That much I understand. Now, I require further elaboration, exhaustive elaboration on this matter of Atma, how it is different from the body. I don't see anything Atma in me. I see my hand, I see my hand. I see my legs, I see my head. I don't see Atma anywhere. Because it is subtle. Subtle means it's sukshma. Sukshma means you cannot have a direct perception. Atma you cannot see with your eyes, cannot hear with your ears, you cannot touch, feel, taste, you cannot do anything. So there are two reasons why Atma cannot be known directly. One thing, that Atma or consciousness is not available for any conventional knowledge. Normally, what is knowledge we get? How do we get the knowledge? By reading a book, by somebody is telling you, or something you trust, you come to know, is it a feeling or is it a test? All these things, what are they? They are coming to us through our sense organs. There are 5 Gyanendriyas. All these Gyanendriyas, or one of them is utilized to know, perceive any knowledge. Whatever knowledge you get in this world, whatever may be, all that is acquired through the 5 sense organs. Nothing more than that. Okay. But this is a conventional method. This is called pratyaksha jnana. You see, aksha means eyes. You see with your eyes and say, this is the pen. So you see, this is a pen. So pratyaksha jnana. But atma or consciousness, you cannot directly see. The knowledge cannot be acquired through conventional methods. That's why it is difficult to conceive. See, not only conceive, we cannot understand also. It's so difficult. Indriya theta, beyond the sense organs. And moreover, that Atma is not a material body. Because the senses or anything, they can only conceive or perceive only material things. Non-material things they cannot perceive. Even if you say it's a space or a gas or something like that, that is also matter. Can you think of anything that is not material, can be seen or touched or felt by anybody with our sense organs? No, you cannot. How can you conceive a non-material entity by me? See, all this input from the senses go to the mind, right? From the mind, it goes to the intellect. That means intellect, you understand the buddhi. The intellect cannot conceive the Atma because it is not capable of conceiving anything other than the material objects. It is only capable of knowing or conceiving only material objects. It cannot conceive any non-material objects, or what you call is sukshma, that sukshma, subtle elements. Because intellect is only capable of conceiving only material objects. But understand the Atma, the consciousness is not material. So how can any of our sense organs, my mind, my intellect can perceive this Atma? Just beyond it. It cannot be seen, it cannot be heard, it cannot be touched, it cannot be, tasted or smelled. Because Atma ati sukshmatvat durbigya. Ati sukshmatvat, because it is very subtle, it is durbigya, means it cannot be known. Atma is not only subtle, like your mind is subtle, your intellect is also subtle. You cannot see that. But Atma is very subtle, beyond that. So this is the first problem. The second problem is that, you see, that Atma, what you're talking about, Atma, I have Atma, or Atma is in me, or I am in Atma, all these questions are coming. But that Atma is never available to me separate from this body or any matter. It is never separate. You cannot separate the Atma from the body. Say, put the Atma in one box or one room and keep the Anatma in another room, then you come to know how subtle is the Atma or how gross is the body. Can you do that? Because that Atma is, very intimately intertwined, physically inseparable from the matter. Pura jad ke raha. Atma and Anatma, they are together, inseparable. Okay. So body, even though it is a matter, it has no sentiency. That means there is no life in the body. Because the Atma is very close to the body, proximity of the body itself. That's why the body becomes sentient, body becomes alive. So I should understand that the sentiency part of the body, the life part of the body, consciousness in the body comes from the Atma part only. The Atma itself is consciousness, knowledge, bliss. So when it is coming together with the body also becomes conscious. The independent Atma and the independent body can never exist separately. They are together, and one Atma is lending its consciousness to the insentient body, and the body is lending itself to the Atma to express itself. Understand? Atma is depending on the body to express itself. Otherwise, you cannot find Atma. You see, this space is here. Huh? In front of my hand, this space is here. I cannot see the space. The whole world is full of space, but space I cannot see. I cannot do anything with the space. Unless if my hand is here, I can see. Same way, light is here. My light is here, but unless the light falls on my hand, I cannot know that light is there or not. Same way, your Atma is everywhere, the consciousness is everywhere, all pervading. But I can perceive the consciousness, I can know that I am conscious only because of the body is there. Otherwise, Atma, I don't know where it is. So the body becomes the instrument for expressing the Atma. So that independent entity Atma, it becomes entwined with the body, it plays with the matter. It exists in the matter, but it doesn't matter. It interacts with the field of the matter. It transacts in the field of matter, but it doesn't become part of it. That's why it is difficult to understand and also to teach or to know what is that Atma. Because it's everywhere, it is there, but still not there. It's like playing games. So the Shishya says here, you understand, Atma is there. It's very, very subtle. But you cannot separate from the body and know the Atma. It can only be known through the body. It can express through the body. And the body gives the support to express. The body becomes an instrument. And it becomes enlivens. So these are the both ways. It is not one way. So the Shishya says, with the strength of the reasonings that I told you, because the body, there are so many reasons that we gave you, that body is made of elements, 5 elements, and that pancha bhutas is come up, and it at the end of the cycle, it goes back to the panchabhutas. The entire physical body, all the 5 elements go back to the panchabhuta. Okay, and the body has got a name and form like the pot, the clay pot, and the body is subject to modification. All these arguments, we gave, teacher gave, so the Shishya accepted it. Then he says, okay, I accept that body is gross, body is anatma, but now tell me, where is that Atma? I can find the Atma anywhere in the body. You explain to me. You explain to me directly so that I understand what is the Atma. And he is using that proper word, Shastriya word, that Kara Amalakabat. Like you hold a amla fruit in your hand and you are sure that the amla fruit is there. Same way, I should be sure that my Atma is here. Okay. He said, Pratipadaya. Pratipadaya means you teach me, you explain to me. Okay. So let us understand this. That when he's talking of Atma, it refers to me, I myself, right? And therefore, I have to reframe the question that who am I? If I am not the body, then who am I? Because whenever somebody asks, I say I am this. And I am this means I refer to the body, not to the Atma. Now you are saying I am the body, I am not the body but Atma. Then how do I answer somebody, who am I? See, you see the journey of our own journey, in the world. The moment you are born and the parents bring you up, okay. So what is happening? You are modifying your body. You are growing with the body. And the grown body, you identify the same name. You are Lippy as a small child. You are Lippy now also. But the physical body has undergone change. Right? From a child to a teenager to a grown-up person you have become. But what you have done so far? You go to school, you go to college for education. Why you go for education? Most of the time, the people go for education so that अच्छा पढ़ाई करेगा तो अच्छा नौकरी मिलेगा. You'll get a good job. If you get a good job, you'll get good salary. If you get good salary, then you can enjoy yourself. So that you can have good food, clothes, shelter, all that you'll have. The first thing people do when they get salary, they buy a car also. Then you require security, all that happens. But all that, once the minimum requirement is met, then you increase your bank balance, number of houses, all that properties, then you travel. All this you are doing for what? For the security and longevity of your physical body. Isn't it? I can have a cozy life, I can have a secure life, I'll have a enjoyable life. I'll go to the beauty parlor, I'll buy clothes, designer clothes, all that you're doing to enhance the look of the body only. The food you are eating, the very many types of food, and veg and non-veg and all this, Thai, Italian, and all that you talk, all that is being done, why? To nourish the physical body. You build houses, you do anything, you are fortifying so that you have security. You take insurance covers, medical insurance, this insurance, that insurance too, so that you are secured. In case of something goes wrong, you can go to the hospital and treat. For what? To look after the body. So this concept is fortified throughout your life. When are you looking at yourself as the Atma? Isn't it? That means the whole life you are spending only to nourish the body, insufficient, then enjoy the body, and also make yourself secure so that You can look after the doctor and the hospital bills also in advance. Some people also, make arrangements so that the funeral expenses are also met, by as if he has to do the funeral also. So all this time, the whole life is going for only enrichment, nourishment, enhancement of the security of the body only. And now you are saying, I am not the body. How can I accept that in what I am doing throughout my life? So the student is asking the teacher, please tell me, who am I? And tell me very clearly. Okay. Now, how to tell this who am I? This is the question. This is a question, and also answer will come in this. But all of you know that. But thing is that we are studying a shastra. We are not doing any novel reading or something. So everything is very analytically and logically proven. I'll give you some. So this much is the sloka. I'll give you some background to the way the logic is provided in the shastras. Basic, there is 4 aspects. There's pramanam. Okay. What is pramanam? Pramana is a valid means of knowledge. Okay. A valid means of knowledge is a pramana. Suppose I show you the pen here. What is the pramana of the pen? What is the pramana of the pen? You see the pen, right? So what is the pramana? I is the pramana. No, I is the pramana. Because valid means of knowledge. Means what you are using to know this knowledge. You are using a right. It has to be out of the 5 sense organs. Light also you have to see, or touch or feel. So you are using the eyes. So eyes becomes the pramana that this is the pen. Same thing, you can touch, feel out, whatever. So the valid means of knowledge is the pramana. So who is knowing the knowledge? The knower of the knowledge is the pramata. So I told you, one is pramana, second is pramata. That you know, I am the knower, I am the pramata. And what you know? What is the object of knowledge? The prameya. The pen becomes the prameya. That the pramata knows through the valid means of pramana is the prameya. And what is the knowledge itself? That is prama. Prama ho jata hai, knowledge ho jata hai, that is called prama. So 4 aspects are there. Pramanam, valid means of knowledge. Pramata, knower of knowledge. Prameya, object of knowledge. And prama is the knowledge. And that knowledge has to be without any doubt. Or sandigdham, without doubt. So these 4 aspects are there. Now in the Shastras, we have this pramana. There are 6 types of pramana. I'm giving an overview only. So there are 6 types of pramana. Pratyaksha. Pratyaksha pramana means aksham prati yat upadyate tat pratyaksham. Aksham means the eyes or the gyanendriyas. Why the gyanendriyas? What pramana comes out is called the pratyaksha pramana. Aksham iti prati yat upadyate tat pratyaksham. So direct perception through the sense organs. So that is a pratyaksha pramana. Then what happens? You see something direct, but you infer something. That is called anumanam, inference. Then you compare with something and something. You see one object, you compare. That is called upamanam, simile or comparison. Then then there is something called Arthapati. Arthapati is presumption or postulation based on cause and effect. For example, if you wake up in the morning and see the ground is wet, so you will think that it must have rained in the night. So you are assuming or presuming that there is, because the ground is wet, the rain must have come in the night. So that is called Arthapati or presumption. Okay. Then another pramana is Anupalabdhi. Anupalabdhi means absence. So if we are studying here now in the group, suppose our friend is not here, so that is also pramana. Because he is not there, that itself is a pramana of his absence. The last one is Sabda Pramana. Sabda Pramana. Sabda Pramana means verbal testimony. Verbally you are saying something. That is a Pramana. Like the Shastras. The Shastras, see, we accept the Vedas as Pramana. That is a Sabda Pramana. And I'll tell you, this Sabda Pramana is turns out to everything else. Because all our studies, all our Shastric studies are based on Sabda Pramana. Then everything else comes. But Sabda Pramana, it goes beyond other means. Okay. In our Sabda Pramana, in our Shastras, like we have the Vedas. Vedas, like we have two parts. One is Purva Mimamsa, one is Uttar Mimamsa. Purva Mimamsa, it gives us what? Action. No, karmas, bandhana, karma sanhita. So it's a karakam. Purva Mimamsa is a karakam, but still it's a Sabda Pramana. What rituals you do, what action you do to get some result, is all the actions, all the rituals, all the yajnas, whatever is mentioned in the Purva Mimamsa is karakam, through karma. Vedas Uttar Mimamsa, that means the second part is Jnapakam. Jnapakam means it gives you knowledge. Knowledge, because is the after part, because is the end of the Vedas, is a Vedanta. So that Vedanta gives you the knowledge of the self or the Brahma Vidya. That Brahma Vidya is that Sabda Pramana. Okay. So we have, I'll just tell you little more. It is maybe becoming it boring, but I'll tell you little more. Okay. This Anumana Pramana is very number one, the Pratyaksha Pramana, you know, that is because of the five sense organs that you see. Anumana Pramana is very interesting. Some of you must be knowing it also.
Yatra
What is it?
Pratuma.
Yes. Very good. I can't
Thank
see you
you.
anywhere. Where are you, Kavita? I can. So this is I got this is Pramana is the through the ears. This is Pratyaksha Pramana through the ears, not through the eyes. So my anyway. So Anumana Pramana, that means you see something or you don't see something. You see something, but you do the infer. You infer that something else is there. Like she said it. If there is a smoke, you think there is fire also. So it's a very famous statement. Yatra yatra dhuma tatra tatra banni. Wherever there is dhuma or the smoke, there is fire. So that is Anumana Pramana. But there is a very, what you call, specific way of projecting it and proving it in the Shastras. So you see in the top of the mountain or in the hill, there is some smoke coming out, but you don't see what is the source of the smoke. So you infer that there is fire there. So that the mountain becomes a paksha, then the cause because that hetu or dhumabat, that becomes the cause, and the sadhya becomes the fire, because you have seen previously, sometimes you have the experience, if there is a smoke, there is a fire, you have the experience, earlier experience. So you are saying that the sadhya is there. Then you give the example that wherever the mountain has got a smoke, there is a fire. So like that, here what I talked to you in the earlier Tanja, that yatra yatra bhautikatvam tatra tatra anatmakatvam. Wherever there is a element, matter, that is anatma. And deha is anatma is because it is made of elements or bhautikam. Deha is anatma because of bhautikam ghatavat. Ghatavat means like the ghata. Pinda, the whole body, is anatma because it is bhautikatam, or we can say because it is also sagunatvat, because it has guna, sagunatvat. We can say because it has cause and effect, because it karanatvat. So these are the examples that I gave you, and in this verse, what we came to know, that the arguments given for the body is good enough for the Shishya. Now Shishya is requesting to the teacher, now you give me very directly, you indicate to me how to know the self. But still we are studying on the Anatma Vishya, Deha or Tampada Vichara. In that only this topic of Atma is coming up. So I told you regarding Pramana Vichara, I told you a few very, very basic things. Pramanam is the means of knowledge, valid means of knowledge. Pramata is the knower of knowledge. Pramaya is the object of knowledge. And Prama is the knowledge without doubt. These are the four things I told you. Then I told you 6 main types of Pramanas. 6 types. Can you tell me, anybody repeat 6 types of Pramana one by one? One person should not say everything.
Pratyaksha, Hanuman, Anupalabdhi,
Yes.
or Baki.
Okay, somebody else can tell.
Arthapati.
Yes, very
Anulabdhi.
Anupalabdhi.
Anupalabdhi.
Yes.
Shabda Pramana.
Sabda Pramana, yes. Somebody left Upamana.
Upaman, हाँ.
Yes.
Third number Upaman.
Okay. Very good. At least इतना होगा बहुत हो गया. And this, okay. Now we'll proceed and chant sloka number 15. Guru Ruvacha Ghata Drashta Ghatat Bhirna Sarvadhana Ghato Yatha Deha Drashta Tatha Dehi Naha Mityam Padharaya Ghata Drashta Ghatat Bhirna Sarvadhana Ghato Yatha Deha Drashta Tatha Dehi Nahamityavadharaya Guru Uvacha. See this Guru Ruvacha you have seen in the book Guru Ruvacha. Guru Uvacha. When it becomes Sandhi, it becomes Guru Ruvacha. You can read Guru Ruvacha or Guru Uvacha. Okay. So spoke the Guru. What he says? Ghata drashta, ghata birna. Drashta means what? The one who is seeing, the seer. So seer of the drashta, seer of the ghata. Ghata means the pot. Ghata is the pot. So the seer of the pot, or in general we can say perceiver of the pot. Because here we are talking of drashta, but it can be strota, mantra, all this, You can use any of the sense organs. So, but here we'll use the drashta only. Or we can say perceiver of the pot. Ghatat bhirna. Ghatat means from the pot, it bhirna means different. So the seer of the pot is different from the pot itself. You agree or not? Yes. Sarvatha na ghato yatha. All the time, it is not like the ghata. The seer of the pot is never or is always not like the ghata, or is never the ghata. Okay. Next line is Deha drashta tatha dehi. So same way, tatha means like that only. Like ghata drashta is not ghata. Same way, deha drashta is not dehi. So the person who is seeing the deha or perceiving the deha, perceiving the body, so he cannot be the deha itself. If I see my hand, I cannot be my hand. So deha drashta, perceiver of the body, same way he is not the body. Naham iti avadharaya. No aham iti avadharaya. No means not, aham is me or I, iti avadharaya means ascertain. So Guru is saying, you ascertain, you make sure that you are not the body, you are that drashta only. Guru is telling you, ensure that you avadhara means you get into your system that you are not this body, you are yourself. He's not telling aham, he's not giving the definition of aham here. Of course, he'll tell, but that body, I am not the body, this you understand clearly. Just as the seer or perceiver of the pot is always distinct, different from the pot, and it can never be the pot. Same way, you are the perceiver of your body, you are the seer of the body, you are the person who is looking at the body. So you are different, distinct from your body. And you can never be the body itself. This statement, you ascertain for yourself very firmly so that it will be easier for you to proceed on the spiritual path. So when you see an object, obviously that object is not you. I'm holding a clip here. That clip is not me. I'm holding the clip. Clip is an object. I am the subject. It is different from me. When you see a pot, this pot is an example all the time in the Shastras, because that clay pot and all that. Ghatabat. all the time, like the ghata, like the pot. Huh? So when you see a pot, you are observing, you are perceiving the pot. So you are different from the pot, and you are different, the pot is different. You are the seer of the pot, and the pot is a sin. You are the subject, and the pot is the object. The subject is separate from the object. Subject means what? The person, that person who is saying I, that is the subject. And the object is outside. This is what we say. The subject is different from the object. The seer is different from the sin. The subject can never be the object. The seer can never be the sin. These things are clear. They are all different terminology, but I think it's very, very clear to any of us because we have been studying so long. We know. When you perceive your body, you see the body. The body is the sin. It is sin object. Body is the sin object. I see my hand. This hand is just something I see. So the hand is not me. Hand is something else. Hand is the sin. Hand is the object. I am the seer. I am the subject. Same way I can say the other hand also. Left hand is the object and I am the subject. I can see my leg is also object, my leg is the subject. My head is the object, I am the subject. So each and every part of my body, I can say, I am seeing, perceiving that part of the body. So that is the object that I can see or perceive. And I am the subject, which is totally different, distinct from the object. Other part is, this pen is an object. It is owned by me. It is possessed by me. It is used by me. Right? It is something like suppose you have a dog at home. So you own the dog. You possess the dog. Then what you do? You also feed him. You nourish him. And if you need, you have to take him to the doctor also. Injection, sab karo. Because it's your dog. You give the vaccination, medicine to the dog. Because you are the owner of the dog. You are the possessor of the dog. But always you know the dog is different from me. I take him for the walk, but dog is different. It will walk in the front, but I will be walking behind. Okay. Same way, you are the owner of the body. Can you understand? You are the owner of the body. You possess the body. You are eating, drinking, and doing all that exercise. You are also nourishing the body. You are providing security to the body, home. As I told you, your security, your insurance, all that security that you are giving to the body. So you provide food, nourishment, shelter, clothes, security to the body itself, just like you are providing to the dog. I'm not telling that you are the dog, but the body is just like the dog that you possess. Everything that you are giving. Food, shelter. Sometimes people put clothes also, they cover up the dog also nicely. They'll put on, their dog cover ornaments also they put on the dogs. All that, Just like you look after the dog, but it's different and distinct from you, same way, you also look after the body. As I told you, how much throughout your life you are looking after the body for the nourishment of the body, for the security of the body, for the clothing of the body, all that you are doing throughout your life. But that is not you. That is something else. It is distinct, separate, different from you. Because you are the owner You are the proprietor. You are the master of the body. This body is not you, but it is your body. Just like I have a book, I have a pen, I have a mobile, all these materials are there, objects are there. I have 2 hands, 2 legs, these are all mine. And combining all these organs of the body, organs, I can make a body. It's the assembly of the parts of the body. They are the body. Same way, body is also a separate object which I am seeing, I am perceiving. Hence, I am absolutely different from the book, the table, the hands, the legs, and the body. This is the truth. And the whole life, we are expending our energy, our money, our time for nourishing this body, which is not me. With this thought, we'll close it today. Thank you. Hari Om, Hari Om, Hari Om, Hari Om, Hari Om.